Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GL365 Today we're going to learn how to play Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue. So I've taken the piano part here and arranged it for guitar. It's pretty simple, just little fingerstyle stuff. And then we'll crank up the distortion and take a look at all the other parts when the whole band comes in. So let's take a look at this piano part real quick. We're just going to do a bar here. Oh, by the way, I am tuned down a whole step. So I went ahead and tuned even the piano part and made sure the piano part's in that tuning as well, because that's what they're using for the rest of the guitar, all the guitar parts. So might as well stick with it. So every string is tuned down a whole step. So this low string is a D, the A string is now going to be a G, the D string is now going to be a C, G string is going to be tuned down to an F, B string down to an A, and the E string down to a D as well. So let's do a bar here at the 10th fret, and you're going to play the 11th fret on the G and the 12th fret on the D. Now, just pick your thumb on the low E string. I'll call it the low E string because I'm just used to that. And then the G string with your index finger and the B string with your middle finger. So you hit those three together. And then your thumb moves over and hits the D string. So we have this. And now just repeat the top two notes and back to the thumb on the D. So we have this. Alright, from there you're going to pick across these three strings. Thumb on the D again, then the B string, the G string, back to the D, and then the top two strings again, followed by that D. So we have this. Oh, sorry. So that's the picking pattern you're going to be using here. So just kind of get that pattern down, and that's that first chord. All right, now we're just going to move down one fret. It's going to be just like a standard minor bar shape, except you're going to be barring across the entire 9th fret, and your 10th fret here on the B, 11th on the G, and the D. Now do the same picking pattern. All right, one more time. Now the next chord, you can get to it. You can leave your little finger where it's at. That'll help you guide you, keep your hand stable. It's going to be the 10th fret on the D string here. It's still got that 11th fret with your little finger, and then the 10th fret on the B string, and you're going to do a full bar at the 8th fret now. So we went from here to here. All right, so just you see how my little finger doesn't move. It kind of helps you keep stable. All right, same picking pattern there. All right, and then the last chord is going to be this G here. So we're to the low note now is on the 5th string, and then you're going to play the 10th fret, I'm sorry, the 12th fret on the B, G, and D strings. It's not a bar or anything. So I'm picking the bottom string and those top two strings again, and just rotating between the D now and the top two strings. Now you can bar it now at the very end if you want to get that little thing like he does on the piano. I can't move it up like he does, but we have, just keep that bar and just drag your pinky up like 4 strings. All right, so that's that main progression. Now he stops on here the first time through the song, but now that the vocals start, everything's the same, except you're going to do that same picking pattern on all the chords, including this last one. And just start over. So the only thing that's different in the picking pattern is the 5th string root now. Just start over. All right, so over that piano part that continues to go over the opening part of the song, there is an actual guitar part that comes in over it. That's later on, an acoustic part. It sounds like this. So let's take a look at that. It's pretty simple. We're going to start with a D chord here. You're going to pick the D string, G string, B string back to the G. And then you're going to place your little finger at the 3rd fret on the top high E string. Pull off to the 2nd fret. And then pick the B and the G. So look at this. Alright, and now the main picking pattern. Right here, starting from here, which is what we're actually doing each chord, which is 3, 2, 3, then pull off 3 to 2, then the 2 and 3. What I mean is that's going to be picked on every chord. We started with this, which is basically the same thing except with the low D opening. But now we switch to this chord, just bar across the 2nd fret here, the top 3 strings, and put your 3rd finger here on the 3rd fret on the high E string. There's that picking pattern. So starting on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, 3, 2, 3, pull off, and do it again. Alright, we can continue going down, 2 on the G string, 1 on the B, and we're going to pull off from 3 to 2 by doing it like this. It's a little awkward, so you might want to just practice. It's like, alright, the last chord of the progression. It's 4 on the G, 3 on the B. Same picking pattern. So if you're going to grab your 1st finger on that 3rd fret, pick it, and slide it down to the 2nd fret. And then just start that whole thing over. Now the last time through that is when the band comes in with the big huge G chord. So it's just a G power chord. And you'll also hear some little electric guitar overdubs, which is just up here at the 19th fret, 19th on the G, and then the 19th on the high E. Those swell in, and now we're going to take a look at the heavy rhythm guitar parts, which start with the chorus. So the chorus of the song is going to start with this power chord here at the 1st fret. So I'll play through this part right now. Here we go. Alright, fun stuff. So we're going to hear the power chord, 1st fret off the A string, full power chord, 1st fret on the A, 3rd fret on the G and the D string. We have this little phrase, which is 3-1 on the A string. It's palm muted, open D string, then back to that 3 and 1. Up to the 3rd fret now, power chord. 3, 5, 2 over on the D string, back 5, 3. And then the power chord now at the 5th fret. Alright, now we have that little bar dive there at the open D string. And then we have this phrase. So that's 6 on the B string to 7 on the G. So that's the first 2. Then the next group is 5 on the G, 7 on the D. Then 6, 5 on the D. So we have this. Alright. Now the second time, here we kind of play straight through, which is so we have 5, 3, 5 on the A string now, then 3, 2 on the D, and then 5 on the A. So we're going to end it with a octave in the 5th fret, hit 5 times, then up to the 7th, and then back to the 5. So that's pretty much all the rhythm part. So make sure you check out the next lesson where we're going to take a look at the guitar solo, which is really cool. All right, I'll see you then.